Hey, everyone! Welcome back to this channel. Today we're going to dive into a really interesting topic related to Firestore, Google's NoSQL document database. Specifically, we're going to explore why you might encounter issues when trying to retrieve all documents in a subcollection, if those documents have their own subcollections. This is an important topic because it can be frustrating and confusing when your queries don't return the data you expect. By understanding what's happening under the hood, you'll be better equipped to design your Firestore schema and write effective queries. So let's start with some context. In Firestore, a subcollection is essentially a collection that lives within another document. When you query a subcollection, Firestore uses something called a collection group to retrieve the data. A collection group is simply a way of referring to all the documents in a subcollection across all documents. Now, here's where things can get tricky. If the documents in your subcollection have their own subcollections, Firestore won't automatically include those in the results of your query. This might seem counterintuitive at first, but it actually makes sense when you think about it from a scalability perspective. Imagine if Firestore did recursively traverse all subcollections whenever you queried one. That could lead to some very large result sets and potentially slow performance. Instead, Firestore requires you to explicitly specify which subcollections you want to include in your query. This means that if you're trying to retrieve all documents in a subcollection, but those documents have their own subcollections that you also need, you'll need to write separate queries for each level of nesting. To illustrate this, let's use an analogy. Think of Firestore like a file system on your computer. Just as how a folder can contain files in other folders, a document in Firestore can contain fields and subcollections. When you query a folder or collection, Firestore only returns the direct contents of that folder. It doesn't automatically drill down into any nested folder. So what are the main points to take away from this discussion? First, remember that Firestore uses collection groups to retrieve data from subcollections. Second, if documents in your subcollection have their own subcollections, you'll need to explicitly specify those in your query. They won't be automatically included. Finally, when designing your Firestore schema and writing queries, think carefully about how you're structuring your data. Ask yourself what kinds of relationships exist between different pieces of data and plan accordingly. And that's it for today. Hey, we covered a lot of ground in this video, so be sure to take some time to review the concepts we discussed. If you have any questions or need further clarification on anything, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you found this content helpful, consider giving it a like and subscribing for more videos about Firestore and other developer topics. As always, thanks for watching.